If your English level is still weak and you feel confused about grammar, you are in the right place, because today we are going to make everything clear in a very simple and practical way.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fluent English Studio, the place where you can improve your English step by step with real conversations and clear explanations.
Before we start, let me introduce my partner Adam, who has been helping students learn English for years and has worked with many learners from different countries.
Thank you, Sara. And this is Sara, who has created many lessons to help learners speak naturally and has helped thousands of students build confidence in English.
Today, we are talking about one of the most confusing topics in English, which is the difference between present perfect and past simple, and many learners have struggled with this for a long time.
Yes, I have noticed that many students understand the rules, but they still make mistakes when they speak, especially when they try to talk about past experiences.
Let me ask you a question, Adam. Have you ever visited London, and can you tell us about your experience in a natural way?
Yes, I have visited London several times, and I have really enjoyed the atmosphere, the history, and the culture that the city offers.
That sounds great. But now tell us, when did you visit London for the first time?
I visited London for the first time in 2018, and I remember that trip very clearly because it was one of the most exciting experiences I have ever had.
This is exactly the difference we want to explain, because when you said, "I have visited London," you were talking about your experience in general, without mentioning time.
And when I said, I visited London in 2018, I used past simple because I mentioned a specific time in the past.
Many learners make the mistake of mixing these two tenses, especially when they try to add time expressions, like yesterday or last year.
For example, some people say, I have seen that movie yesterday, which is actually incorrect.
The correct sentence is, "I saw that movie yesterday," because we are talking about a finished time in the past.
However, if we remove the time, we can say, I have seen that movie. And now we are talking about experience.
Let's look at more real-life examples so you can understand this better.
I have finished my work, and now I feel relaxed because I can finally enjoy my evening.
I finished my work 2 hours ago, so now I have time to relax.
I have learned a lot about English over the past few years, and I have improved my speaking by practicing every day.
I learned English in school, and that was the beginning of my journey.
I have tried many different methods to improve my English, and some of them have worked really well.
I tried a new method last month, and it helped me become more confident.
Have you ever felt confused when choosing between these two tenses?
Many learners have experienced this problem, but practice can solve it.
I have worked with many students who were confused at the beginning, but they improved a lot after consistent practice.
They practiced every day, and they started to use the language naturally, without thinking too much about grammar.
Now it is your turn to try and speak about your own life.
You can say, "I have studied English for 2 years," and then add more details.
Then you can say, I started learning English in 2022 to show a specific time.
The more you practice, the more natural your English will become.
Keep practicing every day and stay consistent.
Don't be afraid of making mistakes, because mistakes are part of the learning process.
Thank you for learning with us.
See you in the next lesson.